How you going there, fellas? Welcome to G Haller's Beer Reviews, episode 120. I hope you're doing all right on this lovely afternoon in Sydney. Well, the weather's okay today. The last few days have been really hot, over 40 degrees. Today it's just got a nice feel about it, though. It's about 27 and sunny, so it's a perfect day for a beer review. Even though every other day is perfect. Yeah, the other days weren't bad either because it was hot. But yeah, so I figured, it's afternoon here now, almost 3 o'clock, and I thought, why not? I'll just have a beer. And I've had these sitting in my fridge for some time. These were donated again by my awesome neighbour Russell. He's given me a few brews over the last few months. So thanks for that, mate. Yeah, and it's been sitting there, so I thought we'd give it a go today. So it's the Little Creatures IPA, India Pale Ale. As you know, if you don't know, Little Creatures is a brewery from WA or Western Australia, from Fremantle. So this comes in at 330 millilitres, and it's a little bit heavier because it's probably a traditional IPA. It's 6.4% ABV. So, all right, without further delay, let's crack it open. Let's go for the pour. It's got the shakes a bit today. It's not not from the beer. It's just I was doing a bit of work in the yard this morning, and it went a bit hard, and the old muscles are a little bit worn out. Anyway, that's why I'm shaking. I'm telling you that anyway. It's not because I need a beer, but hey, it might help anyway. Hey, so for the appearance, yeah, very active. I've got 3 fingers ahead there. Colours are a cloudy sort of dark orange colour. Yeah, sort of like orange. It's sort of not that you would describe a beer like soft drink, but sort of similar to like Fanta's colour, but just a bit more cloudier and more carbonated as well. All right, I'll just try and get a bit more of that in there. As for the smell, I'm getting the hops here that's coming through. It doesn't have much description here what hops they use. It just says a spicy, earthy hop character with a citrus aroma. So yeah, you're getting that citrus smell. It's not as pronounced as some of the other IPAs, I'd have to say. Yeah, I just had some of that feral hog, hop hog, sorry, from Feral Brewing. Yeah, they're delicious. I'll review that eventually, but yeah, that, like, you smell that, it punches you in the snozzer. But this one, yeah, it's there, but it's just not as pronounced as some of the other IPAs. But anyway, smells not always everything. So we'll go for the taste test. Cheers. Yeah, oh, I don't mind that. And I say that every review. I don't know if there's you have to, as my fans, because I've got legions of fans, go out there and see if I actually say, oh, yeah, that's not bad after the first sip. Every beer's not bad after a first sip, really, aren't they? Yeah, so straight up though, I'm getting. See, for an IPA, it's, the hops are what make the beer. Well, that's what they're renowned for, that extra hop character. And this one has it, but it's not as pronounced as some other IPAs I've had. But in saying that, what I will compliment it with is its maltiness. It is actually quite malty, and I like malty beers. So yeah, that's what's pronounced for me. And that is definitely the malts. There is a bit of lingering hop bitterness. That citrus sort of backbone there. It's lingering there, but it's not as strong as some of the other IPAs on the market. Some of them just blow your socks off, and each to their own. Some blokes like that more than others. I've always said I don't mind those beers; they're enjoyable. But my palate's probably more towards malty stuff. But I appreciate every style for what it is. So the IPAs are good in their own right. Excuse me. All right. When saying that, I'll give it a sip and then another. I'll give it another sip and then a score. Yeah. Well, as for recommendation, I don't know. Like, I have to look at the price for this. I should have done that before. I might put it in the description below. So you got to weigh it up. Like some of these IPAs, like with the heavy alcohol content, like they get really expensive. And you know you got to pay for quality, but you know some of them you're looking at like $90, $100 a case from you know the specialist breweries or the smaller breweries that do this sort of stuff. Little Creatures has started off that way, but as you probably know, it's quite large now and it's quite well known across the country. But yeah, they still produce you know really good brews, and yeah, I don't mind this. So for those people who are hop heads and love IPAs, this one could probably go down a bit closer to the bottom of the list. There's a lot of other ones that you know you're going to punch you out, knock you out via the hops, and you know if that's your thing, well yeah, shop around. I might even try and do it. I've got another 6 pack in there of Sierra Nevada hop. What's it called? Hop Hunter. So yeah, it's carbonated. Excuse me. So I'll give that a review soon, and the Hop Hog. They're the 2 recent IPAs I've had with my neighbour up the road who donated this. So he likes these type of beers, and that's why we've been drinking them. But I'm going to hopefully introduce him to a few others of my favourites shortly. But anyway, back to this beer. For its style and everything, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's yeah, it's not the most prominent IPA I've ever had, but it is quite tasty. The maltiness is there, and for me that ticks the box for refreshment and just taste. With a little bit of, well, it's got a lot more hop bite than you know your standard lager, but for an IPA it's somewhat lacking. Yeah, but it's still a nice beer. It's still very refreshing and delicious. So 8.5 for Little Creatures India Pale Ale. Thanks for watching another G Hello Beer review, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, fellas.